Welcome to the East Arcade Horse Pull, St. Mary's Church, East Arcade, New York. First one of the year for us here in Western New York. That's Super Nick. Not the team we wanted to put together, but we got weighed out of the lights. That's Elvis and Billy Wayne. And that's Billy Wayne's owner, Laurie, Root, and Francis. We got 3 classes here today. We're getting ready for the farm class. Here's King Farmer right here, Jim Perrin.
Yeah, right.
I gotta get your trailer back to you, Jim.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Jim? How you doing?
Jake and Nolan Sherlock. First time out for these fellas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
First time out for this guy. He's never been to a pull in his life.
Don Lilas has never seen a horse pull. Got a, oh, got a beautiful team there.
Right here. Oh, look at that.
You guys can get in it too.
National champion right here,
Let's show the newest horse puller.
Newest horse puller in town,
What's his name?
Cooper Allen
Cooper Allen.
Smith.
Smith, yep.
Good luck on you, too.
The JR Meta team. We're not going to show every hitch of every pull. We're just going to kind of breeze over some of the highlights and some friends. There's Derek Smith's team. The scales, we hate them. We got weighed out today. How you doing? Jay Vogel's team.
Jay Vogel,
Doug Berwanger announcing.
Bell and Luke, Centerville Connection,
Mr. Milt Wolfer. Owen Armisen got his own farm team.
next team, number 3
And the
team,
boss
Clark
is
and
there.
Medoff, Belmont, Keeper and Duke. Next team, Derek Smith from Black Creek with Rebel and Rex. Next is Jacob Sherlock from Springville with Gilly and Blaze. They'll be followed by Brad Conford from Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, Ruben and Jesse. Followed by Seth Owens from Clearfield, Pennsylvania with Ted and Marco. And Nick Ainsworth from Farmersville with Elvis, Billy Wayne.
So what we're doing, we all got weighed in or out like I did, and we're working our horses in. We're just getting
judging
them
today's
warmed up a
contest
little.
is Lester Wolfer Jr. from Mount Monroe and Rushford in Cuba, and Randy Van Housen from Rushford, New York. Keeping the foot, Lee Arneson from downtown Centerville.
Listening to Seth Owen. How you doing, Seth? Mike Bueller? We got some good ones here today. Some good friends. We're probably gonna focus on the friends more than we are the horse pulling here today. Tell you what, you see a black horse with that Josh Wickham breeding pull into a pull, they're gonna be on the last load. Let's pick on Nick a little.
Getting into it. There you go.
So this is gonna be our lightweight team. Ugly Jim and what's your name? Zodiac. Nick, we're interviewing you.
Hi.
You're last to hitch.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That means you can watch what everybody else does and say, I don't really want to hook to that, or you know how far you have to go.
Yeah.
How you feel about driving those two?
Don't feel too bad about it.
They all had a bath today, and Billy Wayne laid in some poop. Got a new set of eveners. Thank you very much, Rusty Vanetton. Now, if you notice, Billy Wayne's only been pulled once, and it was 2 years ago. He's green as grass. He's 1.5 inch advantage with Elvis. Plus, he's a little bit of a slower traveler. So on these lines, Elvis is pulled in 1 notch. Elvis is pulled in 1 notch closer. Billy Wayne's all the way out. Let Billy Wayne get out ahead and feel it a little bit. Well, we're gonna do some national anthem and some horse pulling. You excited?
Sure. Yes.
Sure. Owen Armisen, Centerville Connection. Got a little mare and a nice gelding there. That's his dad Caleb and his uncle Brian. So we're starting today on $3,500. The empty boat is $1,500, and each block is $1,000, so $2,500, $3,500. J.R. Medaw grew up horse pulling. Haven't seen him pull a pair of horses in years. His dad was Morris. So the way this works, we have 3 tries to go 27 feet 6 inches. And we got to stay in those 2 red ropes here, the boundary lines. If you don't get it on your first, you can either take your second right then or pass your second and come back at the end of the lineup for your third. This is the farm class. These horses are either barefoot or flat shod, no cork shoes on them. We got Lester Wolfer and Randy Van Housen judging. Also, there's no line slap. You have to keep a tight line. You can't slap the horses with the end of the lines or the slack in the lines. Teamster and hookers have to stay behind the
Marking it off, J.R. doing the driving. Right out of Belmont, moves on the Derek Smith team from Black Creek.
They're going to take it right back to
Followed
Belmont.
by Jacob Sherlock and Brad Confer. Get ready.
What we usually do, we pull both directions. We pull the boat all the way this direction, turn around, unhitch, and pull the other direction. Sometimes we do that the whole horse pull. Sometimes toward the end we get pulling it only one direction and spot it with a tractor. Personally, my preference is to go 2 ways. It's a horse pull, not a tractor pull. Derek Smith from Black Creek, he's hitching on. Derek does a nice job. We're starting on a pretty good load for the farm class. I hope we all, some of these horses don't know what to expect yet. That is Rex and Rebel. Besides being a welder and a logger and a horse puller, Derek is a hell of a trap shooter.
Jacob Sherlock, Springville, Gillian Blaze.
This is going to be a challenge. Gilly and Blaze haven't been to a horse pull, and neither has Jake. 3,500 pounds going uphill. I wish he could start going the other way. That's a sled or a boat. I'm going to tell a story about Milt Wolfer. Milt's here hitching horses today. In fact, I'll show him. He's right there, talking, shaking Francis Root's hand. That's Milty. One time Milt was out on a date and I ran into him. Dates out here can be going to the races or going to a bar or something. Milt and I were talking about horse pulling and getting hitched to the boat. And the girl he was dating says, "But Milt, how do you get the horses in the water?" And he said, "What do you mean? How do you get them in the water to get hitched to the boat?" She thought it was like a boat, like a bass boat. Jake Sherlock. Beautiful looking team of horses. Jake's first time. He's from out near Springville. There you go. Father and son, this team is. The team of horses. There they go. They just need to get together. The team of horses and the teamster. That's Jake's son Nolan. Reach for the evener right now, and my son Nick on the right side.
We're waiting for Brad Confer. He'll be followed by Seth Owens and then Nick Giesberg.
Nick, start getting them ready. So we got Brad here, Seth there, and then you. Start bringing them this way, and maybe we can find you some hookers. Good job, Jake. That's got to feel good. And he just said it, and I can't remember the name of this beautiful team.
Brad Confer, old covered wagon tours.
Oh, okay, down there to Wellsboro.
Yep.
Yeah, Brad Conford, old covered wagon tours. Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Beautiful pair of Belgians.
Never done this in his life.
Yep, never ever done this before. I wish we'd have started on a lighter load for Jake and him, actually. Ah, no problem at all. Maybe I'm glad we started on 3,500. That's not a bad load on this grass.
Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. With Ruby and Jeff.
They were just used to thinking that wagon, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think they've ever been on
They
it.
thought they wanted to feel it moving a little.
I think that's all they've ever been on.
Yeah.
And Marco.
Seth Owens, he's from Clearfield, Pennsylvania. I believe that's Seth's wife and Milton Wolfer hitching. Beautiful pair. Look at the dapples on that horse. Seth does a good job with them. Seth won the Belfast and Black Creek polls last year, driving Mike Bueller's team.
Always, Seth Owens.
We'll see if Nick did what I told him. He's supposed to have our team right here.
Number 8, last team on the load. Nick Ainsworth with Elvis and Billy Wayne.
This coming yonder, hopefully they're coming, is not the team we wanted to pull in the farm class. But we got weighed out of the light class. Elvis is just too fat. And we don't have him down there yet. And we could not make the lights. And so we ended up putting Zodiac in with Ugly Jim because they're our two lightest, and we got weighed in. And we put Elvis and Billy Wayne together. What in the world is he doing? Maybe I'll have to fire him. Here he comes. It's Greg Gertman pointing. He's probably pointing to the trophy he's going to win in the lightweights. No, but I think he is. Elvis and Billy Wayne. I told Nick I'd do my best to stand back and kind of keep quiet today. Not boss him around. I'm gonna break my promise. Nick, you hang right on to Elvis.
This is Nick Ainsworth, Farmersville. Elvis, Billy Wayne.
Over the rope.
Over the rope.
Over the rope. You're over the rope. Leave him hitched. Not a good start to the year.
All the way, Nick Ainsworth.
And that's it. We're going to kind of film here and there as things get heavier. You know you're in Wyoming County when you get tractors like this running the farm ground. You know it's been raining when that tractor is just about getting stuck over there. Duels all the way around. And he's got that implement lifted, and I don't know as he's getting out of there. That's what you get for plowing up and downhill. He's there. East Arcade, New York horse pull. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the butt. Adding another 1,000 pounds, and we're going to get back to horse pulling here. And maybe we're going to hitch our horses to that tractor and pull them out. Tell you one thing about JR. Gentle giant, nicest guy in the world, but get a look at the shoulders on that guy. I haven't seen shoulders and arms on a man like that pulling horses since my dad. And this ain't a business for wimps. Most of us are pretty rugged dudes. Except Lori down here. Tiny little thing, and she handles them better than any of us. JR, first time back in years. We're happy to have him.
Nice job, JR.
Derek Smith from Black Creek. Rex and Rebel. Nice little team. I've pulled them for a few years now. 4,500 pound load. Derek can't grip the lines like the rest of us. He's got a little help behind him. He can drive
surprise them once they're hooked on.
In fact, that was just for reassurance. Derek was probably fine. Hey, hey.
Johnny James, J.R. James. They're going to make a cash donation to just somebody.
A couple of the best fans in horse pulling, Johnny James and J.R. James, the James boys. Showing you my hat. Get my fat hand out of the way. James boys. A couple of good fellas, and they just gave Derek some extra cash. They do that at about 10 horse pulls a year. They're just great fans. They appreciate us horse pullers. Want to make sure we're taken care of, and we appreciate the James boys. My buddy Jake Sherlock. You've seen Jake working in the woods with us on earlier videos. He was helping us lug horses at James Tingu's one day. First horse pull, second load for him, 4,500 pounds. Just kind of a matter of these two getting started together. Ah, nice job, Jake. Jake the Snake crossing 4,500. Good job, Jake. Brad Confer with Ruben and Jesse. He's from Wellsboro. He gives covered wagon rides. I almost thinking the cave's there. Beautiful pair of horses. They look good with the manes on them, even though I clipped them all off. 4,500 pounds of dead weight. That's a lot different than a rolling load. He's got a couple good advisors there with Brian Armisen and Greg Gertman. Well, he got over the rope, just brand new to it. Not easy. Beautiful pair of horses, and he has a lot of fun with them, I'm sure. Best appearing team. We give a trophy away for that. And how do you argue with that? There's some beautiful horses here today. And that is your best appearing team. Good job, Brad. You deserve that. I think they're Ruben and Jesse are the horses. Good to see so many new horse pullers out. A lot of them today. It's either their first time pulling or their first time in years. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here at St. Mary's Church. That's your best appearing team right there. Seth Owens, he'll be next to him. Well, for you folks new to horse pulling, this 4,500 pound load. And Brad had a little pull on his first hitch, didn't quite have them together, and he was over the rope on the second. You get to come back for a third try at the end of the lineup. What we're doing today is we're spotting the sled. So we're gonna take this New Holland skid steer, probably courtesy of Larry Romance in Arcade. We're gonna hitch onto that sled and we're gonna spot it at the other end. Randy Van Helsen, he used to pull horses. He's one of the judges. James Tingu was helping out. And that's Les Wolfer. He used to pull horses and he put them in the dryer. Now he's got minis. He's a great guy. Probably the best equipment operator there is. I don't know. He ain't there anymore, but right down here, Francis Root might have something to say about that. Francis is just out of the picture. Francis is quite an operator too. But Lester runs it all. We're going to spot the boat, we're going to head this way, and Brad's team is going to cross the load. Straight across by the trophies with the microphone is Doug Berwanger. He's about the best announcer in the business, and he's organized this pull for the last 30 some years. He'll have a heavyweight team here, and this is Doug's farm. This is his home. And we really appreciate Doug. He brings a lot to the table for horse pulling. One of the best announcers there is. Clear voice, entertaining. We love Doug Berwanger. Billy Wayne said, oh crap, I'm on a load. All the way for Super Nick. Next round. So, more weight. We're gonna take the skid steer. We're gonna put another 1,000-pound block on. That will be 5,500 pounds, 5,500 on the sod track. And when that breaks through, we're gonna get on a decent load today, but when that breaks through, that's gonna break through the whole hard. Nick, he's up here surveying the situation with Corbin. Thank God when that gets heavy, we're gonna head there, we're gonna pull it there, and we're gonna get something done. Either that or he says, well, later tonight, let's get together for beers. I can't read lips. 5,500 going uphill for Derek Smith. Now, if he doesn't get this, and he chooses to, he can have it spotted and take it the other way. You don't have to worry about that, he's gonna get it. Jake, the Snake Sherlock. Member of the Collins Draft Horse Club. Been at all their events this year. He's latching on to 5,500 pounds and he's got it going the right way. He's got Nolan Sherlock and Nick Ainsworth helping him hitch. About as quick as Nick gets him hitched on, he's got to go get our horses. So Root and Ainsworth team. But right now it's Jake, Blaze, and somebody else. Apologize, Jake, I can't remember. Nick, no. Yeah, little, not quite together. They will get it. See that? Just kind of had to feel it moving. That's how a lot of farm horses are. And then he crossed 5,500 pounds. Jake Sherlock. Good job. So Jake decided to call it a day. Let's give him a nice hand. First pull, and he crossed 5,500 pounds. 35, 45, 5,500. All went across for Jake, and he did a nice job.
Brad isn't going to hook again. Give him a nice hand.
Yep, Brad from Covered Wagons is all done. It's going to be Seth Owens and then Super Nick. Told you all earlier, horse pullers aren't wimps. Here's my buddy Mildy, 50 years old, and he hit a personal best bench press of 330 pounds earlier this year. He's all man. And here comes Nick. The Root and Ainsworth team. We haven't bought this horse yet. We're a little low funded. We got old Elvis and Billy Wayne. He's got Nolan Sherlock and Owen Armisen helping him. Not Owen Armisen. One of the Black Creek boys helping him hitch. Don't be afraid to sit on Billy Wayne's side. Oops, I told you I wouldn't talk.
No, you're good. Good advice.
Of course I'm good. So with young horses, we like to go around the sled, and that's just what Nick's doing. We'd rather do that than turn sharp in front of the sled. Just kind of keeps them calmer. I don't like to drive right up to it and turn sharp on a young team. Team with a little more experience, we do. Billy Wayne's green is the grass he's stepping on. Green is his collar pads. Good job, Super Nick. It was a tight hitch. Billy Wayne didn't know what to think of that. The Root and Ainsworth team. Kennedy. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Nora.
Hi.
Hey. This is what horse pulling's about. Family and friends. Kennedy and Nora are here to watch their big brother. Kaylee will be here in a little bit after work. All around, it's all friends. We're a great group of friends here. 6,500 pounds. We got a handful of teams left. What do you think, ladies? It's a day on the beach, isn't it? We're gonna separate some wheat from the chaff on this load. Jay Vogel. There he is. Jay Vogel. Luke. I can't remember the other one's name. He's pulled him for a while. Latching on to 6,500. And East Arcade.
Jay Vogel, Bell and Luke.
Bell and Luke are their names. Oh, Luke wants to get out of town. Bella says, I'll come along for the ride. That's a nice looking pole. Sorry for the videography work. Jay, good job, bro. Hey, well, we're filming this. I just got a text come across my phone. It's from Gerald Allebeck. That means a lot to me, and he thanked us for the video we put on a little bit back about Allebeck Farms, Windermere Farms. His mom and dad. Go back and watch that one. We're pretty proud of that. Little mare. The gelding pulling here. Owen Armisen. And Owen does not have the best hitch on the track. He'll overcome. Got Milt Wolfer tailing him on the lines. That's the mare on this side. She's older too. This is her first horse pull, and she says, I like it. Crossing 6,500. JR Meadows team, Duke and somebody else. I usually remember one horse's name, but not both. 6,500. He's on the spot, so good for JR. On the spot means that's where we put it. Whoa! Eveners were not on. If you grab the single tree, there you go, just like Owen did. It tips them backwards and helps you get hooked a little better. Gonna make another pass. Owen horse doesn't want it. We had that for years, and we kind of got Ugly Jim going. You can come back anytime. Kind of like herpes. I don't know if I'll edit that out or not. Eee. That's horse pulling. Seth Owens is going to make short work of 6,500. Got a big team of horses from Clearfield, Pennsylvania. He does a good job with them. Tight hitch. Leaning right into it and just going. Call him on. There you go. The reason I said call him off is because Nick hooks next, and I wanted Nick to hook right there. Looks like a half decent spot. But what's more important, Seth Owens is our best teamster today. Won the best teamster trophy, and he earned it. You just saw that beautiful hitch and pull. That's what he's been doing all day. He's the best teamster in the farm class. Good job, Seth. Nick Ainsworth has it. Not too bad a spot right there. It's kind of downhill, but the ground is chopped up a little. He ought to be able to get her. If he can get in the ring. Alright, here you go. I'll do my best not to boss him around. What do you think, Nora? Is Big Brother gonna get this?
I have no idea.
He should. Billy Wayne and Elvis. Nick Ainsworth driving the team. We did not make it in the light class because Elvis is just won't give it up. He weighed over 1,900 and we weren't even close to the light weights, so we had to put Zodiac in with Jim to make lights.
Nick Ainsworth, Farmersville.
pull, Nick. I think we'll try another. That didn't look bad. Kennedy Ainsworth, Ryland Herzog, and Roisin Herzog.
You want to put your here? Put your
Andy Herzog and Waylon Herzog. We're all here now. So's Nora. Hi. Oh my God, Pipsqueak's here. Ryland, did you miss Pipsqueak? Yeah, you should. I don't know if you do. That's a lot of concrete. Maybe more than we should be hooking to. We'll see. We get a downhill hitch. We hadn't looked too bad. First team up will be Owen Armisen. I think it's Owen, Seth Owens, and Nick. It's all about where we get it. Well, I'll get it on the third. Oh gosh, I forgot about Jay Vogel. Jay just could win this class today, and I forgot he's first to hit. So there's 4 teams qualified for 7,500, 6 1,000-pound concrete blocks, and 1 1,500-pound sled. Jay's making his way in with Bell and Luke. And then it'll be Owen Armisen, Seth Owens, and Super Dan. Guess we're pulling one way, so we're going to spot this sled. Give him hell, Jay.
Thank you. What time is it?
Been looking good today.
11:15.
11:15 in the morning on a Sunday. Jay Vogel. First team to latch on to 6,500 pounds, and we're pulling one direction now. So we're gonna make a couple pulls, and then when we get to the other end of the track, we'll spot the sled back there each time. That's Luke on this side, and Joe Perrin holding on to him. Joe's a power lifter. Joe's lifted over 700 pounds in his career at one time. Hell, I can lift 700 pounds, 1 pound at a time. Jay Vogel. Belfast. I keep saying Black Creek. Formerly a Black Creek, formerly a Cuba, now Belfast. He's always lived within 10 miles of where he lives now, but 3 different townships. Bell is the mayor. Bell and Luke. Luke says, I got up to pull that alone. Making it look easy. Good job, Jay Vogel. You've all seen us plowing with the horses, 12 inches at a time. That's covering everything, about 25 feet at a time with big old Case IH here in Wyoming County. There's more cows than people here in Wyoming County. Did you know that, Kennedy? There's more cows than people. That's a fact. We're going to leave the sled right there, and we're going to have Owen Armisen latch on. Owen Armisen. Nice little roan horse there he's driving. Don't know much about him. I know they're both new this year. 6,500 pounds. That's his dad Keel about front. Owen Armisen taking 6,500 across. And his dad Caleb right there won the light weights here last year. More friends all the time. There's Tony Solomon just showed up. I don't think he has horses here today, but we'll have them out soon. Kennedy's going to give her big brother some order. We're going to walk that team. Get them loosened up a little. We're going to keep them walking and ready until it's our turn to pull. Geez, hope Nick hangs on to him. Seth Owens hooking on 6,500. No, 7,500. I keep saying 65. 2,600 and 2,340 are what his horses weigh. 7,500 pounds. James thing you flatten out the track a little bit. Better have a tamping machine to flatten it out much. I told Nick to take the horses for a walk, and I didn't specify. I think he went a little far. He'll be making his way down. Must be, nobody's bellering yet. Good Lord, Nick, that boat's settling in more and more. We like to get hooked on. My fault. I told him take him for a walk. Here he goes. Elvis and Billy Wayne. He should weigh. Elvis full was down to around 1970 earlier in the week. Billy Wayne was 1870. Today, Billy weighed, I don't know how, but he weighed a little bit less than that. And Elvis was down still above 1900. So you'd rather watch those tractors than pull. Hopefully he'll wake up. I've never had an issue with Elvis not being a good boy. Nick will make sure of it. He's got good hands on the lines. 7,500 pounds. Headed toward North Java with a load. I never thought I'd see it, but Billy Wayne's leading Elvis on every pull. Good job, Super Nick. 7,500 pounds going up. And I was not videoing. Here's our sled. Long sled, flat bottom, sort of 3 runners. We got hitch welded right there. Oh, I think that used to say Francis Green 19. What's that say, Les? 1962. 62. Francis Green built this sled, and we pulled a lot of horses on it.
1962.
19. Is that same year as you, Randy? You're younger than that.
2 years old.
Jay Vogel, first team to hitch to 8,500 pounds. That's a solid load here in the farm class. Bell and Luke. Luke figures on going somewhere. So does Bell. Nice pull. I'd say 12 feet. That's a guess. 13 feet 8 inches on Jay Vogel's first hitch. Looks like he's going to pass his second. So he'll have a third option coming if he wants it. Right now it'll be Owen Armisen. Chicken barbecue's here. We're all enjoying.
Thanks, as I have my chicken like right in my
That's
mouth.
all right. That's what it's about. Having chicken, having fun.
My knees too.
Owen Armisen making his way out. 8,500 pounds. He's got his dad Caleb driving him into him. That's the old mare on this side. Beautiful thing. Owen is 13 years old. The gelding went down, came back up, pulling. Didn't quite get what Jay had on his first. Gonna kind of square him up. He likes where that sled's sitting. 9-8. 13-8 was the place to beat so far. Looks like he's going to pass his second hitch. So Seth Owens will take his first hitch on this. A couple of beauties there, Nora and Kennedy crossing the track. Seth Owens, 8,500 pounds. He's going to display some power here. 2,600 and 2,340 is what the horses weigh. Seth pulls doubles for UPS for Lynch. And on the weekends, he crosses big loads with Tina Culinary. Maybe not. Long ways. That's the place to be. 17.6. That puts him in the front so far. I'm not sure we got those horses hooked right. I'm not sure. We got an 1.5 inch advantage on the eveners. I'm not sure LV needs it. Nick Ainsworth. You folks that follow our channel have seen a lot of work this spring, all through the winter. Been getting ready for this. It all comes down to this. No reason to be nervous, because whether we cross this, don't cross it, or look stupid, life won't change. We're gonna go get a chicken barbecue and have fun. But make no mistake, we would like to cross this. Chirp to them if they're slowing down a little. So I go without talking to Nick, without bossing him around. Oh, I'm anxious. Much more anxious than Nick. Nick Ainsworth, first team across on 8,500 pounds, right in a shit spot. Good job, Super Nick.
Nick Ainsworth on 8,500 in the farm class.
One team has crossed this load, 4 have qualified. That's Nick Ainsworth. 27.5 feet full pull. Seth Owens had 17 something. Owen Armisen had 13.8, and I think it was 9.8 for Jay Vogel. And something just happened. I didn't hear what. Somebody gave it up. Jay Vogel decided not to hook. He pulled that pair together a little bit last fall, and that's it. All right, you want to know the strategy? There is no strategy, but here's what we're hoping for. I mean, we want to hope the best for everybody, but we want to win a horse pull. We're hoping for Owen to pull that out there good ways, but leave it in a spot that's difficult for Seth Owens. That'd be the best case for us, worst case for those guys. Oh, they should get this if everything comes together. And I'll tell you what, if they cross us, we only want 500 on the next load. In fact, we might not even hitch. Don't know where my buddy Donnie is. I wish he was here watching. Maybe he is. He's probably sitting in the shade. Give him hell, Owen.
Get up! Get up, Jesus! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Not enough. Nice pull. Hard-working team. 26.11. That's 8 inches shy of a full draw. Great job. Great job, Owen Armisen. Seth Owens has it sitting right there. And he can take it back, and he's going to. Seth Owens, third try. He had a 17 and change. That puts him in third spot right now. 8,500. He's looking to go 27.6, and I kind of think he will. Nick Ainsworth just won a horse pull. Super Nick. Nora, come on, girls. We got to go get a trophy with Big Brother. Andy, come on up and be a part of the trophy.
Oh, you guys
Come
work for it,
on.
not me.
You help us all the time, Andy.
Whoa, heck, this one do. Yep, you're the star, Nick. I know, I'm trying to get.
Nick, get up here, buddy. Hi, how are you? No? Nick, get in the middle, big guy. Get in the middle, Nick. Get in the middle, Nick. I thought that was your face.
Nick,
Oh, I thought we were doing a picture.
how
I
do you
think
do a
we're,
picture? Just hit that during the...
Yeah, I think they did good. They did real good.
Yeah, they did. You did good. Nick,
Very
I don't
much.
think I'd have won that. I think I'd have tried driving one horse and then the other, and you just sat there patient, and I think that's what got him crossed.
Yeah.
Your
very
second horse pull you won.
much. Second horse.
All the work paid off. Love you, Nick.
Love you too.